Happy Memorial Day, everybody. This is Fun with Dumb, and I'm your host, Dumbfoundead, with a special guest that I've seen a few times in the past couple of months through doing shows, and recently he played Cry Later Comedy, which is my monthly comedy show, and I consider this man to be one of my favorite comics right now.
Yeah.
And any reaction would have been great there.
I know.
That was where
I know. That's where I should have done it.
Yeah.
That's what I should have done.
I almost, you know how shitty that was, because I almost expected Jason to be like, "Wow, thank you." I was like, and I didn't get nothing.
No, I was trying to take it in because it's really nice.
You wanted me to kind of keep going, right?
No. It wasn't that. I was just, because sometimes people say a really nice thing, and I'm like, oh, that's really nice of somebody that is legendary.
Oh no!
Wow.
No, but you know what I mean. Like,
now I like where it's going. Now I like this.
Yeah, to say that is really nice.
No, I appreciate it, but I mean that seriously. I got put onto your work, and I even just recently, before having you on, just took a look at that 10-minute clip you did on Don't Tell Comedy, and it was just brilliant. And Jason Cheny is with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. I've been finding the pod, and every time I see the clip, it was a really funny clip, and it seems like really genuine, that the riffs that, because I didn't think that, because before I would see you on the YouTubes when I was younger, and so sometimes I say a thing, and that doesn't mean you're older. That's the thing.
Nah,
you sound older.
Yo, hold on. Can we get the volume up on everything? I don't know why it went lower. Or everything.
No, it's
there
me.
You go.
It's me.
That's
my
better.
bad.
Oh, that's better.
my
That's
fault.
better for everybody. Okay, cool.
That's
Go ahead. You said you used to watch me on YouTube. I didn't know this.
I saw a couple of videos of you on YouTube. I remember that, but I was Rick was asking me earlier, and I saw battle rap Jin. Yeah. So 106, 105,
106 and Park.
Yeah,
106.
One street off.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
Nah, you good.
And sometimes when you don't, when I say that, it wasn't an accurate thing. Because sometimes when people talk about comedy things and they're not accurate with the thing, you're like, oh, but damn it, he doesn't know the world, and I feel bad that I didn't know the world.
No. I think anyone who expects anyone to know that person is kind of an asshole.
It's a dick.
It's kind of a douchebaggy
It's a dick move.
But I gotta ask you. So you said you watched this back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day.
And where were you in American life? Are you a brand new immigrant? Like what? Or were you? Are you from here? I don't know much about it, because I saw your bio and it said you somewhere in America. It just doesn't say any city or anything.
Can I say something first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Excuse me, it's COVID.
Wait, cough for COVID. What did you say?
It's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of both.
Okay.
All right. I really. Oh, you're a really good interviewer.
You think so?
Yes, because sometimes you would do like I watched some of the pod, and then you would do like a really good question, like an in-depth question. Like I always wanted to say this, and when you asked me that question, that was like a good question, like a really specific question. I wanted to say that.
No, he is a pretty good interviewer.
You know what? No. You know what? I'm not that great of an interviewer. You know what happens? So I'm like the guy who like makes a shot, right? And it bricks, and then Rick just kind of tosses it back in there. Like he I fumble a little bit, and Rick kind of like finishes the shot for me.
That's what I'm saying. Earlier I was saying about the team is really nice how the team works, and also this is another thing is that on the podcast I feel like, because I wouldn't take I don't know any of you, obviously, but in person, I just feel like you guys are very professional and like very. It just seems, but on the podcast, it seems really genuine, because when people you guys call each other out, you guys don't get offended.
No,
you guys roll with it, but that's very vulnerable, though.
It's because
you don't seem like that.
No.
You guys don't seem like that. That type of people.
We've known each other for a really long time.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, when people call you out on your shit, it's on the internet.
Right. It is.
Yeah, but then you're okay with it. So
I am.
That's something
okay
different, though.
I think.
You know what I mean?
A part of that relationship is a little toxic too, because
For sure.
I do feel like in my group chat, right?
Yeah.
More than supportive, it's just like shitting on each other. And I think we want approval from each other too, because I share a lot of accomplishments in my group chat. And like all of us do. We're always like, look what I just did. I got this thing. As soon as we do that, it's like 7 people just shit on it. You know what I mean? I don't know what you call that relationship.
But that's tough love.
Yeah, but it's love. But that when somebody could shit on your things, when you get to say like, hey, this is my accomplishment, and people say shitty things about it,
right?
And you know there's love in it. That relationship is so hard to find, though.
That's true. That's true.
And it keeps us grounded too, you know.
Yeah, what the? That is so nice.
Well, wait, what kind of friendships?
I need some friends.
What kind of friendships do you have?
I don't have friends.
Do you have any? Do you have like
this.
roasting friendships with people?
Yeah,
they roast you.
I do, but also they do. Yeah, I love it. I love when people roast because there's love. Yeah. And the deeper it goes, the more I enjoy, because not a lot of people would say that about deeper. But the thing is, but I feel like but then a lot of friendship,
well, okay, hold on.
But there's a power dynamic too, because obviously there's a person who is like, for example, this team, you are the star of the show.
Yeah.
You know, and then, you know what I mean? And then, but there's also, like, I was talking to a friend about this, like, sometimes it feels weird with the dynamic when you're in a workspace. It doesn't matter in a corporate setting or whatever. If you go to a boss's house or whatever, and then you guys are friends, they're like, oh, yeah, you know, have a good time.
Yeah.
But then there's still a power dynamic with the thing. And then it, do you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
Treading the line is difficult sometimes.
I personally don't care about the power dynamic. I care about the funny.
Okay.
So if I can help my friend get to the funny, then I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? But if it's not, like, I'll shut down my friend's funny, like when it's not headed nowhere.
Because that itself becomes funny. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Alex, can you fix that light, please?
Yeah, I'm having an epilepsy seizure right now.
Damn, what the fuck
what is going on right now?
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry too. When you got in here, you kind of saw this power dynamic of me getting on Alex about the technical difficulties and all that. Because you know what? I always said to myself, I would hate to work for another Korean person.
Yeah.
And then I became the person that I hate that people work for.
People work for,
Yeah, you know what I mean? It sucks. I think there's just something about that. Like,
but sometimes that's how the team rises to the top. Is
that's true.
By dictatorship.
Exactly.
Really angry dictatorship.
That is true. But I don't know. True. A lot of dictatorships haven't really succeeded.
They always crumble.
They always crumble.
Well, China is still killing it.
That's true. But they kind of bent. Is China like full on dictatorship? Like, how does that work?
Well, they say communism, but it's like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know in depth about it, but I don't know.
They got the sheer numbers. That's the problem. Other dictatorships, like, they were ambitious as fuck.
Yeah.
Cuba, North Korea, that's they don't even have a whole of Korea. They got half of that shit. You know what I mean? That's some ambitious dictatorship. China, it's like, makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, go for it.
They got the volume. You know?
Yeah, they got the volume. Anyways,
who are you, Jason?
Yeah, Jason Bourne or Jason Cheny? Who the fuck are you? Jesus.
Give us a little rundown, bro.
Give us a rundown of your history.
Thank you for asking. I was so my full name is Jason Shichun Chen, and but Cheny is like a nickname. My first roommate, when I first came to America, he gave it to me, and I never really used it. But what they call me, some people call me that during the school. And then with stand-up, in the beginning, I put Jason Chen, but there's too many Jason Chens. And then people couldn't find me, and I was really sad. And one time, there's also a Jason Chen, the musician. And then I went to a club, and then they put a poster of his face on accident.
No way.
Yeah, and I was so sad. And then I just go, okay, I'll just put a nickname, Jason Cheny. It's probably easier to find, and it's fun to say.
Wait, where in America are you from?
I'm San Diego.
San Diego,
yeah. So I came here in 8th grade from Taiwan, and when I first came, I went to a boarding school, military-style boarding school, Army and Navy Academy. For 2.5 years, and I loved it. And then after that, did some public school.
So like militant kind of school, like.
Yeah, but it was the best. Like, to the whites here, they may feel like, oh man, it sucks, but I loved it because it was so much worse than Taiwan.
Yeah,
like the way I
strict
grew
than
up.
your parents.
Yeah, less strict, and the teachers, because I wasn't a good student, and I got spanked all the time, and I didn't live with my parents till 5th grade, and in 5th grade, I love my family, and I know they did their best, and I'm really grateful that they immigrated me over here. But I don't think they knew how to be a parent, like parents, and then they spank all the time. And it wasn't the beating; it was just the the mental, like I didn't know how to get out of it.
When I hear spank, that sounds so nice.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't sound like an ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because white people say spank.
Yeah.
Spank sounds like open hand.
Like I wish I got spanked.
I wish I got spanked.
Like,
bro.
you know, like bent over and just spank.
Yeah.
Like,
you know why I'm doing this,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I'm like, that's what you got?
I know.
That sounds like nothing, you know?
Yeah. We got beat.
yeah. There's no spanking. Yeah.
Do you mind if I ask? We don't need to talk about it, but how you said that you started living with your parents in 5th grade?
Yeah.
So how did that separation, like, is that something you could talk about, or?
Yeah. So because I brought that up because I just realized that recently also. Yeah. Like a year ago, I started talking to my therapist, and I was like, oh, that was a thing, but it was normal. I lived with my grandmom and my uncle and my grandfather up until 5th grade, and it was the best. It was awesome. I loved them.
You know, everyone talks about like being raised by your grandparents, and it seems like a very lovely experience. I didn't get to experience that.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
But is it nice because they're old and you can just get away with more shit?
Yeah, definitely.
Is that what it is? Because I can't imagine, like, you're not playing catch with them and shit. Like,
no.
like they're old. I'm just saying. Like, what's so nice about?
I think it's the food. The food is nice.
Okay. So they're always cooking. That's one thing they can do. Yeah.
And then I remember, that's the only thing I know. So maybe because that's why I also like it. Yeah, you could get away with way more stuff. Like I'll be fucking up in school, and then coming back, and I don't have to do all the homework. I never did it anyways. But yeah, and they don't beat you. They don't. They don't. Yeah.
They don't got the energy to beat you hard.
When they raised us, this was before like our manipulative era, our stage. You know what I mean? This is when we're young. But the thing about the grandparents, the reason why I like being raised by them was because the grandchild is like their second chance of raising their kid. You know, the first one, they were kind of mean. They were fucking up a little bit, but now they're just extra plushy.
They're spoiling you.
Yeah, they're spoiling you. You know what I mean? You have like 17 meals a day.
Woo.
You know what I mean? You're watching Cartoon Network the whole time. Like, yo, it's a beautiful situation, man.
I think, is there more empathy, you think, from the children towards the grandparents too? Because you got to be more patient with grandparents, right?
Absolutely.
You got to escort them. Like when you go places, you got to like.
You can't run off.
You can't. Or you could, and I mean,
never be found again. That's what happens.
Alex, figure out the lights one more time, please. All right, just give it a try, buddy. All right, how about that? Let's give it a try. Okay.
The temperature just rose.
Yeah, my blood is boiling already. I may seem happy, but I am so totally dissatisfied with you. Let's just figure it out, buddy. How about that? Let's figure it out. All right.
At first, we go. I thought Jason Cheny was Jason Chen NY, like you were based out of New York, but it was just to differentiate yourselves from all the Jason Chens.
Yeah.
I literally followed the other Jason Chen right now. I thought it was you.
Oh shit!
I followed him. Yeah. That's crazy.
Wait, how long you been doing stand-up, Jason?
10 years.
10 years.
10
wow.
years. I started in San Diego. The first time I ever saw stand-up was Kevin Hart at a stadium.
Okay.
My girlfriend, she bought me tickets, and I was like, "Oh, this is the first time." I think it was, and live I saw it for the first time, and then
that's what made you want to be a stand-up. That like after watching that, or you've always been a fan of stand-up?
No, I never even thought that was a possibility.
Right.
Like. I was so like, I never thought, entertainment wasn't a thing. I know a lot of Asians talk about it. Like it wasn't until like until I started do one open mic, because I didn't even know open mic things existed. Like that wasn't. I feel like a lot of people don't know about like underground things. Like I feel like stand up is very underground.
There's places you can express yourself.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like it is a weird thing. Right. It's a weird thing.
Yeah.
But so you saw stand up, and you know I ran after our show that we just had this past week.
Yeah.
I ran into, there was a kid who was at the show. Not a kid. I mean she's 21 or something like that, but she said it was her first ever stand-up experience.
Yeah.
And she hadn't even watched it on video, she said.
Wow.
So for you, I'm wondering, like, when you first watched stand-up, like, what did you see it as? Like, did it automatically pick up for you, like, what's going on? There's a setup and there's a punchline, or like, it was like, why are these people just on stage talking? You know, because in different countries, it's like still brand new.
Yeah,
you know,
that's a really specific question too. Is the thing, like, it's
he's good. Like this. He's good.
No, I'm curious. These are things I'm genuinely curious about.
So in the beginning, I'm a little bit autistic, a little bit. Like, I would like to listen to one song for 2 months, one song, and I don't know a lot of like song things. So it's the same.
First of all, hold on. I'd be lying to say that I didn't pick up on that. I'd be lying. There was a little suspicion. There was a little suspicion.
Why are you laughing at that?
I just wanted to be honest with you.
I love it.
No, I just wanted to be honest.
I feel like you've been holding that in for a long time.
No.
Just call me retarded.
Come on, man.
I'll tell you, during the whole interview, 2 things that was going on in my head. I think he's slightly autistic, and Alex is fucking up right now with the technical difficulties. Those were the 2 things that was going on in my head. I couldn't even focus on the goddamn interview right now.
I was thinking he was glitching out because of the lights right now.
That shit was ticking me the fuck off. Yeah. I was like, is Jason controlling the lights?
Holy
is that part of the autism? You know what I mean?
Oh man.
Yeah. Okay, but go. Okay, so go on. So yeah,
I just want to address that.
Yeah.
That's great. Thank you for addressing that.
Hey,
yeah. That statement you just said made me a lot more patient with Alex right now.
Yeah. The way you diss people is very
no.
around the bushes. And poignant at the same time.
I just had to.
Like, it hurts more.
No, it shouldn't hurt more.
Just call me a retard. It feels better.
No. Go on. What were we talking about?
He was talking about how he listens to one song.
Oh, you listen to one song. Yeah.
Right before that, like, I was referencing. Oh, that's how I see this. I saw stand up. Like, I watched Russell Peters was the first comedian I've ever saw. I didn't know what it was. It was in 8th grade, and then I would repeatedly watch Kevin Hart, and then he was like the only comedian, because I was learning English in 8th grade, 9th grade, and then so 10th grade to kind of get the nuance a little bit.
Yeah.
And then every night I will watch the same special of his same special, and I feel like it's just his. I think that's why I also like Mr. Bean from before, and a lot of people shit on him. Yeah, Rowan Atkinson.
That's my guy.
Dude, because he some people shit on him, but it's like, it's really hard to make people laugh with doing just goofy shit.
Yeah. The interesting thing is, I feel like now that I'm listening to you, are half Mr. Bean, half Kevin Hart. That's what it is. Your style. You're Mr. Hart. You are Mr. Hart.
Mr. Hart.
That's crazy you watch Mr. Bean, though. That used to be my shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love Mr. Bean, too. We all love him.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Some people don't really like him because they think that's...
I mean, just through his expressions, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just through his expressions and just the goofiness.
Masterful miming.
And he's and he's constantly fucking up. You know what I mean? He's just constantly fumbling over himself, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
So wait, so the stadium show was your first stand-up experience?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I loved it. I was like, so like, I think that was the first thing ever. I think that was the most American thing that I've ever did, because I never was into sports. I was never into like music, really. Like, I love melodies.
I don't like. Hold on. Okay. You don't like music, but you like melodies.
Hold on.
So like, you were like, fuck music, but when somebody was passing by and they're like, you were like, I like that.
You're like, there must be a titty somewhere.
Ooh, that was nice. Do you mind doing it again?
Right.
It's just like, yeah, okay. So you like melodies. Yeah. But you know what's interesting? My sister doesn't really, she's not a huge music head either.
No, it's not, because I would love to. I try to memorize like all the lyrics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But all the time, but I can't remember lyrics. I enjoy.
I'm not good at memorizing lyrics too, actually.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not. Like, I've done well with like maybe my songs or whatever, but if there's songs I've been listening to for years that I know the songs, but I kind of like blabber through the lyrics.
I'm exactly the same.
Are you the same?
Yeah, I go to like a Wu concert, right? And then like I'm in the crowd, and you know, like when everyone's rapping to it, and then you see the guy next to you, and he's like rapping to you. I'm just like,
and you've heard those albums 100%, thousands of times.
Bomb atomically. But I love it. I mean, that's my shit.
That's true.
It's just,
because sometimes you go clubbing and then like people would mouth the words.
Yeah.
And you could be in the energy and
that's
the
what
vibe,
I'm saying.
but I don't have the words.
Yeah.
And you can't just make facial expressions.
I know
with
like
no
two words, like fish fillet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I know like a phrase of it.
You speak Chinese too, right?
Yeah, Mandarin.
Mandarin.
I like to say Mandarin.
Mandarin. And when you try to are you better at memorizing stuff Mandarin or English, or what's your first language?
I'm not. My first language is Mandarin, but I will say my first language is now English because it's so 50-50 for me.
Yeah.
But I can't remember lines.
Yeah.
But you could remember lines though, because you act.
I've gotten really good at memorizing stuff.
You gotten really good.
I after tons of auditions and tons of things where I have to memorize dialogue. I have gotten faster. Yeah. I always find it so interesting when I see somebody like you and other comedians, specifically Chinese comedians, that I feel like, or Taiwanese, that sorry.
The way you say Taiwanese is a little more dismissive.
Wait, was it?
I don't know.
Chinese.
Can we play that back?
No.
Yeah, instant replay that real quick.
I do that because I don't know much of the politics that are behind all of this stuff.
I don't think that's your intention. I think you just went to Taiwanese or whatever.
You
almost say whatever.
I know you guys aren't as big. You know what I mean?
Okay,
so
that's very true.
It's probably safer to dismiss you guys than China. Like I'm assuming the bag is bigger in China.
Right.
You know?
What?
I'm kidding.
What happened to loving the underdog?
No, I do love the underdogs. I love the underdogs,
I'm so
man.
sad.
Get him, Jason.
Wait, who's the underdog? Is North Korea the underdog or South Korea?
Chill the fuck out, bro.
No,
How about that?
who is underdog? South or North Korea? Who do you look at as the underdog?
Honestly, I feel like North Korea is the underdog. They'll be really mad to hear this, but
far as there's unfortunate, people with terrible living conditions, enslaved and all that.
Yeah.
But we're like scared of North Korea.
Yeah, because they have nothing to lose.
That's true.
I feel like when somebody has nothing to lose, that's the scariest. And when you have like a society that you build in relationships with other countries, you're like, oh, I can't lose this.
That's
so
true.
You're less willing to fuck shit up.
That is very true.
That's true. They do have nothing to lose, huh? That's sad, man.
But yeah, go back to what you were saying about what you.
What I'm saying is, I noticed I feel like out of the Asians, Chinese are killing Chinese and Taiwanese.
Thank you.
Taiwanese. I did the same shit again, but I picked it up halfway. I was like, Taiwanese.
You caps locked it.
I did. I caps locked that motherfucker. So the Chinese and Taiwanese comedians are killing it the hardest out of the Asians in comedy. Would you agree?
Yeah,
come on.
Because I was really trying to think. Maybe
the biggest stars. I booked my lineup this past Cry Later, right?
Yeah.
And I considered to have like some of the Avengers of Asian comedians, right?
That was an assembly.
Yeah, like
that was an assembly.
No, real talk. Like amazing comedians like yourself and Andrea and Atsuko, Irene. All these people were amazing. Shang. Yeah. We had Bobby pull up, who's like the only Korean, but he's been around forever. You know what I'm saying? But I noticed like all the up-and-coming exciting comedians are Chinese and Taiwanese.
Yeah.
So, I think maybe you think it's just like odds because there's more of us and then we, do you know what I mean? And also we've been doing it a while.
Yeah, but Koreans could, they've been in entertainment for a while too. There was a time where Koreans, even in Hollywood, was kind of dominant as far as Asians go.
Right.
Wait, but I think there isn't a lot of Korean. I'm trying to think if there's a lot of Korean stand-up. But there probably is.
Some of the OGs were actually, which is like Margaret Cho and Bobby Lee. But it's been a long gap since then.
That's what the new one.
Yeah, so I'm actually surprised. I think maybe Koreans just ended up kind of going towards more music or something.
Music or acting.
Yeah,
because
maybe.
Squid Game and but that was Korean.
Yeah, that was Korean. Yeah,
my bad.
But no, but I did think that maybe they went towards more music. But I noticed something about you guys like could tap in to, I don't know, like
that's true.
Nuanced perspectives or something, right? Like some you guys are really good at picking up like perspective on things so easily as even an immigrant, second generation with third generation, whatever.
Really? What specifically you're talking about? Because I don't know.
I don't know. Like I just noticed like even Chinese fobs could like break down shit really well in stand up. You know what I mean? Like with a full on accent that has not even gotten English down completely.
That is true.
Still kill it. I don't know what it is. You guys are really good with that shit. Like a Korean fob, they still struggle to order fucking food at the McDonald's. You know what I mean? You guys are doing an hour special, like as a fob. I'm like, what the? I'm just being real.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean? Like, dude, my dad's been here for 30 years. That motherfucker's still struggling. My mom too. Yeah, I'm still. Yeah.
I think it's just the. Because if you want to do stand up or maybe entertainment, I think you have to be into the nuance and be a little thing. Yeah, but I feel like there is Koreans out there that know the nuance, but it's just maybe the culture is a little more, I don't know. Yeah, suppressed.
Yeah. I think there's all the different stuff. It's interesting to see all the different kind of Asian comedians and the way they approach things, like the Filipinos too. Yeah. Because the Filipino people are naturally pretty comedic.
They're hilarious.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
They're like black people.
Yeah, you meet their families and shit, and they're all comedic. I went to the Philippines, and everybody has dad jokes for days. It's all dad joke shit.
Even when you don't want it, you know what I mean? Just get my food, please. Yeah. Like, I know exactly what you mean. They sing, dance, and tell jokes, bro. They're amazing.
And they all their energy is very different than like Korean or Taiwanese, and or Vietnamese. They're more like having a good, more festive. Yeah. Because because I do stand up sometimes on the cruise ship. Yeah. And I would hang out with all the. And then they don't let you be. They're not sad though. Yeah. They're just all festive, even though their conditions may not be the best. But I feel like if it was a bunch of Chinese people, they would like be more down and be like, oh fuck, you know what I mean?
Right.
More
I agree
like
with
nitpicky.
You. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like other Asians, they're like vacuums. They're more internal. Filipinos are like leaf blowers. They're more outwards. You know what I'm talking about?
That's very good.
Like that?
He's going with the analogy.
Yeah. You know, I'm
that was racist. He said leaf blowers, but okay. You just called them
Relax.
Wow.
Bro.
Okay.
I said we suck. All right. So it's the same
you said
shit.
it, not me. He said leaf blowers. All right.
Oh man, can I? Yeah,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
My question was,
how come you're also sorry to interrupt?
Go ahead.
Oh, I was wondering because you guys are also like into stand up. I wonder what made you, because
I've always loved comedy since I was young.
Oh.
Yeah, I was always into stand up, and that's why I think my music is very humorous.
Yeah.
And my battles are humorous. I originally wanted to do stand up, and then music came into my life, and I kind of like fused it together.
Do you find
But I don't find my parents, like my mom was kind of funny. Like we grew up on I Love Lucy a lot. That was my mom's favorite show. She loved Lucille Ball. And my mom reminded me of Lucille Ball a lot. She was running around being all crazy, and her mannerisms was very Lucille Ball. My dad, would beat the shit out of my mom. So he was technically Desi. You know?
Shut the fuck up.
Just say, you don't know the story. Yeah.
Oh my God.
He was like, Lucy. It was that got kind of dark. I apologize. But yeah, so my mom was more of the comedic side, but I didn't technically grow up with a lot of comedy in my household, but I grew up on television, sitcoms. Yeah.
But because I know that sometimes you'll produce a show and it takes a lot of time away from with the thing that you could be doing. But you do that, so do you want to do stand up more, or because I know you have built so much with
I do
music.
It's tough because like the stand-up grind, right? Doing multiple clubs a week, sometimes average stand-up comedian probably does about like 3 spots a week, right, or something like that.
3 for Bobby.
Yeah.
He could do that at that point.
Right. But I mean, but you're still trying to book gigs multiple through the week, and it's usually around like more than one. Like it's hard to do. You can't do that in music. Rarely does a music unless you're on tour, right? But even when you're not on tour, there's comedians working out material 3 to 5 times a week. Sometimes
to the wee hours.
There's not really music places you could do that. You can't test songs out many places. You know what I mean? Like you can't work out your live performance as a musician throughout the week the way you can with comedy. Yeah. So it's very different grind. So I feel like I used to go to open mics and freestyle and battle. I feel like I'm all of a sudden like doing the grind I was doing when I was like 16 years old all over again, and it's exhausting because I'm not 16 years old anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but I know that's what it takes.
But you have the passion to do it.
I do. I love being on stage, and I think stand up kind of reignited that feeling. Because I got to a point in my career musically where I got paid to go do these shows.
Yeah.
Now it's like if I have to want to go on stage and do something for free, you know what I mean? And that's what I do in comedy. And I feel excited to like bomb on stage.
Yeah, I want to feel something.
I want to feel some shit.
No, but sometimes, I want to feel like it. That's why I like it, because I never think I have a good set. Well, it rarely happens anyways, but I rather do like a thing that I feel like I want to feel something.
Is it like a masochist thing? Like, do you like feeling that painful?
Or really good? It's either like so good or so bad.
How do you feel about the bad though? How does that feel to you?
It feels crazy. If I want to, it hurts my heart.
Yeah, but
my soul hurts.
But you said you like it too?
I'd rather have that than to just do
lukewarm.
Like, what is this?
Yeah. Right.
Anybody could be here.
Yeah. I feel that.
You know?
I know what you mean.
I need to.
But don't you think about, like, I drive away like thinking about that performance.
Right.
It drives, like, I'm in bed and I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I don't know, but something nice about that too, right?
That shows me that you're a true showman, though.
But
you know what I mean?
But also, we try to be logical and be like, oh, I want to like think of a thing, how did I fuck up and can I do better with this situation? But yeah, you want to feel. I had this question for you guys.
Yeah,
I was wondering, what does the perfect day and perfect week look like for you in career and in like who you're with,
right?
And like what you would be doing of the day. Like, are you doing music?
Yeah.
Are you on stage?
Right.
But is it comedy or is it music? Are you writing? What does the perfect life look like for you guys?
I think the best peak of that feeling in that week would be like coming right off of stage.
Yeah, but what kind? Is it a music, and how big? Is it a theater?
I think right now it's music, right?
Okay.
Because I know in that department, I can kill a show, and I know that I can do that.
Yes.
Right now, I don't feel as confident in comedy that I could do that yet.
Yes.
And that's fine. I'm working on it.
But of the week, you would, like, if that week is your perfect life, you will go, oh yeah, Tuesday I'll book a show.
Oh, like my dream? No, right now, I think that changes.
Life,
that changes. And I think right now it would be like coming off of like a stand-up set. Like in my neighborhood at the Wiltern. I sell out the Wiltern in my hometown.
Yes.
And I talk about everything under the sun revolving around my life and my struggles. Yeah. And everyone's just stand-up ovation, cheering it. And then we go eat at BCD with my crew after, you know?
Let's go. My God. Let's go.
Oh my God. Yeah. That sounds fucking exciting, man.
Let me tell you mine, man.
Yeah.
My week starts off, I get a haircut.
The
haircut's fire. You know what I mean? The haircut has to be fire.
Yeah.
And then I go to the studio and I make about 2 or 3 fire songs. As a rapper, as a musician, the production, the creating of the song, and then listening to it in the car, and you're actually happy with it.
Yeah.
That's joy that can't be emulated. You know what I mean? And then you memorize that song, and at the end of the week, you have a show. It doesn't have to be a huge show. It could be, you know, like 100 to 200 people.
But that's all you want. Like, you could be either be in a stadium or however you want, or a theater, or like an underground, whatever.
To be honest with you, my rap name's Lyricks, right? And when you go past 300, 400, like a club setting, it's weird. It's not as personal. People don't really listen to the lyrics. They're more to listen to the beat and the
Some
vibe.
people would call 400, 500 personal.
Yeah,
I'm sure Bad Bunny would say. Bad Bunny would say that's a meet and greet. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Just letting you know.
I'm not there yet. No, but of course. Humbly speaking.
But this is a perfect life, dog.
Yeah.
No. I'm saying that's fantastic.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
It is.
Go on. I'm just trying to get my brother to think bigger. You know, what can I say? I'm just trying to get my brother to think bigger.
Yeah. So, over 1,000, people are... I like it when people listen to everything, dissect what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Just catch all the metaphors, little wordplay that I'm doing. And then I perfectly memorize the song and then knock it out. I get a nice little content out of it. Like, that's to me a perfect week. You know what I mean? Just making the song, memorizing it, performing it.
That's a perfect week
to me.
And what do you eat?
No, don't even talk about it. Come on,
that could be a whole nother segment.
Yeah.
But wait, hold on. What's the perfect week for you?
But hold on, though.
Yeah. What? I thought we were done. We shared our perfect weeks. What do you want? No. Go ahead.
Oh, that's really no.
No, what?
No, I was just curious. That's so nice. That's so nice that. Yeah, that's the thing.
What is the perfect? I mean, okay, I want to ask you because I've seen your set. Like, for instance, that 10-minute set you had. I thought you fucking killed it. And even the audience loved it. And it felt like a perfect 10 minutes. You know what I mean? So did you feel like that was that you couldn't have done that any better?
That's such a question because that's such a question too.
So I asked it. Yeah.
I just wanted to give it a beat.
Yeah. Give it a beat
for no reason. Yeah. Well, I always think that. So I always look at the good and the bad, but I know I'm not. This is like a little off tangent, but
yeah.
In the beginning of my stand-up thing, I always chased the laughs. I always wanted to do whatever it takes to be the funniest.
Right.
But then when I bomb, I feel so empty and feel like, I don't know why I feel so bad.
Right.
Like,
because there was an expectation of you wanted to laugh.
Yeah,
right
I wanted
there.
to laugh.
Yeah.
But then maybe you know where this is going, but like, and then maybe this was like before the pandemic, I started to go like, but I started to do stand-up because I want to say the things in my heart, but I just didn't know how to make it funny. And it's still really hard for me to do, to make something that's in my heart funny. And sometimes when I bomb, when I say like the things in my heart and I bomb, I'm okay with that.
Okay. No, you're saying now you're okay with it. But before, would you scrap it? Like if it didn't work, would you just scrap it and be like, okay.
No, I want to work on it.
Oh, you'll just keep working on it. Okay, so
I want to work something that's in my heart.
Right.
But I chase saying something in my heart that may not be as funny than being the funniest, because I just want to say the things in my heart. And also if you find it funny, then it's like, that's so nice.
That's a double
that's
win.
in my heart.
Yeah.
Got you.
Because there's no other place that I get to say the things in my heart.
But the thing is, people are expecting funny.
Laughter, yes.
Yeah, so I mean, how do you deal with that?
I try to do my best with so I just try to accept I may not be the funniest person. I try to accept that, but then I want to do my best to be funny, because I know that the things in my heart, some people would relate to. Like, for example, George Carlin, he is a hilarious guy.
Right.
But the specials, the second or the third one, he may not be the funniest guy.
It was like more TED Talk-ish kind of almost.
I don't want to be TED Talk-ish.
I know, right? No, but this is comedy still.
Yeah, but it's comedy still. He's getting laughs. But then he will say things that resonates with people for decades, and it's just in my heart. I don't know. Like, I don't know how. I don't.
As a non-stand-up, just as a musician, I have like a metaphor. It's kind of like veteran rappers to me, like people who rap really well.
Yeah.
When we start rapping and we learn how to follow the beat. You know what I mean? Every bar, you want it to rhyme, you want it to make sense, you want it to like be a hitter every time.
Yeah.
But veteran rappers, they could go 8 bars without even a rhyme. They just say what's on their heart, and then catch it later. Like they'll let it ferment and they'll catch it later.
I'm learning.
Same thing with comedians too. Every line doesn't have to be a zinger. It doesn't have to get laughs at that point. You could build it up, and it's the comfort. It's that confidence that you have in your material that makes you a vet, that makes you a pro. You know what I mean?
But I'm still insecure a lot of the time. But I will see like Bill Burr or Louis C.K.
Yeah.
To me, they're saying the things in their heart, but then they made it hilarious.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to strive for. So I'm not there yet, and I want to be there.
I mean, I agree. I don't have that confidence yet where I feel like people have to lean into what I'm saying. I wait for them, and that's the problem. Like, there's a power dynamic right now. Like, in music, right, I feel confident on stage as a rapper to control the crowd.
Yeah.
I think right now in stand-up, I get affected when I get bomb.
Yeah.
I get affected when I bomb a joke.
Yeah.
And it just fucks me up right at that very moment. I kind of stutter and I jump into another thing.
But which one do you value more? Because you make that show so fun. Because they're both equally valuable. The person that kills super hard.
Yeah.
That's what I want to watch. I don't want to watch my own shit.
Yeah.
It's not as fun.
Yeah.
But then this is in my heart, But the thing is, if you value something that's in your heart more, or like just because the environment that Cry Later you guys build the show, it's so fun.
It is a fun show.
So
and for those listening right now who aren't familiar, there's a monthly show in Koreatown we throw called Cry Later that focuses on Asian comedians. So the next one's at the end of June. So pull up to that. But yeah, no, I feel that. I mean, I like organizing events and shit. And I think a reason I did that show is that I feel like Asians are still kind of new to reacting to stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Like Asian crowds are still different from other crowds.
Oh, 100%.
Right? Like you've gone to like Chocolate Sundays. You've performed at Chocolate Sundays and shit.
I did it yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah, I did 3 shows at Chocolate Sundays.
So Chocolate
yesterday. Sundays
is a black comedy night weekly.
Yes.
And the energy is crazy. Like
Oh
the
my
comedians like kill it.
Yeah.
And to kill in front of black audiences, you have to like you got to kill that mic.
For sure.
You got to destroy that mic to get you got to really earn that laugh.
Because they'll let you know if it's not funny, right?
Oh, hell yeah. Because it's in the culture. Like Apollo, you get booed off the fuck stage. They bring a fucking cane. That's the most disrespectful shit. They will bring a cane, hook you onto the cane.
They'll lasso you out of there?
And drag you out while the audience is encouraging the clown to drag you off of the stage.
Crazy. Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's like if that happened in an Asian show, it'd be like someone dressed up in a scorpion costume and be like, "Come over here!" and get him off the fucking stage. I think people forget when you're in the moment of jokes and music.
Yeah.
Like, it's a different energy. Like, I used to, we used to freestyle in ciphers.
Say off the wall shit.
And people would ooh and and it would hit hard, and we would watch a recording of it, and it wasn't as good. Like,
my God.
It's not as good when you review the thing. It's one of those, you had to be there. You had to be there. Kind of thing.
We should have collected phones before freestyles back then.
I know. You know what I mean? Bad ones.
Yeah, we do like college shows, and after the college show, we smoke a little bit, drink at a dorm, and then just freestyle for hours. And then these guys will post that video of the freestyle next to the post of a performance on the same YouTube channel. It was terrible.
Well, I digitized my I used to film a lot as a kid, and I used to have my friends like film me freestyling and battling. I digitized my tapes, right? And I remember like back then thinking to myself, I was like, yeah, I was this cool teenager. I was destroying kids left and right lyrically. And I review this digitized tape. I have glasses and braces just freestyling like a total dork. Like talking about like science and the fucking astronaut, like astronauts, Basquiat. Like I'm just like, I thought I was way cooler than this.
Right.
Like,
but it was good then, probably.
Yeah, at the moment.
But did your friend like it?
Yeah, like. But in my head, I was like Genghis Khan just pillaging the villages, and I look at the footage, and I'm just like, astronomically, I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
I feel that way about. I think about like 6 months ago or a year ago. Yeah, I feel like everything in the past is.
It's just not. I really respect like a Chappelle who locks up all the phones before even our friend Anderson .Paak with Silk Sonic, all their shows in Vegas, you have to lock up your phone before going to watch the show.
Right.
I remember watching that Silk Sonic show, and it was amazing. Everybody was just focused watching the show, dancing, moving. You couldn't get that energy if you have the phones. People would just be busy recording the shit, sending it to people. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like live streaming.
They're not present.
And I wish that we can just be like that all the time with live performance. Just enjoy it, the moment,
Do you not feel good if you're like the thing that you don't like is out there? Or do you not care because you
No,
I care.
Know
where you're at now?
I care.
Okay.
I mean, definitely, I work on little clips for things I post. I edit stuff to make it cleaner.
You edit stuff?
I edit. I mean, not this podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But your music.
Oh, what do you mean like music? Oh, you mean censorship?
No. I mean like actual clips that you put out there. You said you edit those.
Oh, no. Like physically edit? No, Rick edits.
Okay.
Yeah. No. I mean edit the content to make it cleaner. Like I'll tell him like,
got it
up.
Yeah.
I don't mean phically edit.
Yeah, I was like,
are you crazy? But I do. I mean, I am self-conscious though. I am self-conscious about stutters and things. You know what I mean? Like things I do care about. So.
I mean, you also know like nowadays, today's audience, the attention is so short. So any like stutter, anything that just kind of like a dull moment, we try to just. If we have the power to take those out, we take those out. You know what I mean? We don't ever edit it or like reorganize the words to make it sound better. No. We don't do that.
Yeah.
But we definitely try to chop out the stuff that we don't need and just trim the fat a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that.
But sometimes people say the attention span so short, but then some really long form podcasts, they are very like people still. So I feel like maybe two demographics.
Well, you don't have to edit long form podcasts because most of the time people have them playing in the background anyways.
That's very true.
You know what I'm saying? So people are chiming in and out of it all the time.
Yeah.
But if you're posting a clip, like you have to be able to stick through it for 15 seconds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The power of the thumb. All they have to do is this to go to the next one. You know what I mean? So you want to make sure that you capture their attention.
You might need to swipe twice with that thumb, though. That's a tiny thumb, bro.
Can I, if you don't mind me asking, Jason, let's go back to the Chenesis. You know what I'm saying? So, like, how did you jump into?
Hold on. Did you hear this guy? This is the Chenesis.
Relax.
The Chenesis of it all.
Oh my God, that's so good. I didn't know it. Wait, what?
So
you see, I hate that I have to pick up every one of these things that Rick does. It's great. Don't get me wrong. It's great. But every time I rewatch it, I catch it, and I'm like, you clever little bastard.
Dude, that's so
when
good.
you decided to do stand-up, how did you jump into it? Like, tell me about your earliest shows. Like, what was your first show like? You know, like, what did you do? You did open mic? You jumped into an open mic circuit, and then that's how you started? Or
Yeah, I just did.
And where was this at? San Diego?
Saul's Comedy Hole in LA. I drove because in the beginning, I so self-conscious and so don't want people to know about
Locally or what? You didn't want him to.
I don't want anybody to know that I'm doing this weird thing.
So you drove from San Diego to
LA, yeah, just to do it. And I don't really drive to LA ever.
Right.
But I just wanted to do it because, I didn't want people to know, and which is so stupid because nobody would know anyways.
Yeah.
And nobody cares anyways. But
everyone's like that.
Yeah,
I noticed that.
for sure.
But it takes a while to understand that no one cares.
Yeah, because you're
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't want anyone to see it. I'm just like, don't worry, nobody
Nobody's
will.
gonna see. Yeah.
Damn, if you bomb, that's a long drive back home, dude.
It was like the first 5 years, every night. Yeah.
That is
and
sad.
you said 5 times a week? I was going up like 3 times a day, like in
That's
LA.
crazy.
And I'll go back to like 2 a.m.
But that's a blessing though, if you're able to go up that much. But you have to chase that, right?
I was so desperate
Yeah.
that like, because people didn't like me in some of the places, and then I will go to malls to ask people to do jokes for like 3 hours, like just a random person, because I really wanted to work on it.
Wow.
Yeah, but that bombing is different because they're like right in front of you. They're
Wait,
like,
so
"What?"
you would walk up to random people at the mall
I was really comfortable doing that.
and feel like you want to hear a joke?
In the
Yeah, I'd be scared as shit.
Because, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I'm actually, I don't think people would think I'm a shy person, right? Because they see me on this podcast, I'm wilding out. But like, I'm not good at man on the street stuff. I can't like walk up to people and be like, can I ask you a few, all the TikTok generation, like, can I ask you a few questions or this? Like, I'm not good at that. I'm really shy about that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But you're not shy about that, you're saying.
Yeah. But there's two types though. Like, I just feel like you have like a cool thing. Cool people don't do that is the thing. Do you know what I mean?
No.
No, that's a real thing. Like, cause and you don't have to, because some people just got it like that. I feel like so. You don't
This
have
guy's
to.
nervous. He doesn't like talking to waiters or waitresses. He's not good
Okay,
at
like I'm
confronting
really
anybody.
bad at like even returning. Like if there was a hair in my food, I'm gonna eat it with the hair in it.
Yeah.
Like I'd be too terrified to be like,
What?
ma'am,
Yeah.
And you
I
would-
found a hair in my food. Like I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I would never do that. I would be terrified. I'm saying, I don't know. I'm not confrontational.
What?
I'm not confrontational.
Unless the situation is okay, because the battle rap is very confrontational. But as long as it's
That's
okay.
Wait, hold on. Let's break this down.
break that down.
What is it exactly? Because I have a problem even returning pieces like clothing, like return it with a receipt.
What?
That's crazy, right?
Like say I buy like a thing from Prada, right?
Yeah, dude,
But-
you don't like
but
it.
my plan is like I'm gonna wear it tonight for this event, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna return it tomorrow.
Yeah.
yeah.
After I wear it the next day, if I have to return it, I like to lie about it. Like it just didn't fit. I didn't go to a gala or anything. I didn't no award ceremony. No, it just didn't fit. I'd be nervous as shit.
Is it guilt?
I don't know what it is. Like
Well,
I
think
just
about it.
I think it's the fear of getting caught in the lie.
Oh, you know what
What?
it? No, what it is
What?
I'm traumatized because my family used to embarrassingly do this kind of stuff. I think return stuff and
Yeah.
like be very just dramatic and confrontational at restaurants and even when we would ride the bus, I remember like kids under like whatever 10 or something like that rode for free on the bus.
Yeah.
I was like 15 and my mom was just like, yeah, he's
Yeah.
and I was like, no, and I'm just pretending like goo goo gaga, just like I'm just nervous,
Dude, you remember the buffets, man, when they made us lie about our age? We looked 17 as fuck.
Yeah.
Like you're 9.
It was embarrassing, and you felt like you didn't want to even lie at that moment or something,
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously that's my fault. Like my parents was trying to save money, all this shit.
Yeah.
But I think that thing kind of traumatized me.
This reminds me of I saw this Jerry Springer special, and he said something that was very poignant. He was like, "Yeah, man, I'm very non-confrontational. I could talk to everybody, but I can't talk to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I could wide spray it,
Yep.
but I can't narrowly just talk to somebody
I
specifically.
think that's me.
Yeah.
That's me. I feel
Wait,
him.
what?
Yeah." I think that I'm the same way too.
You could widespread it, but not one person specific.
Yeah.
You guys have issues, man. Yeah. You guys need therapy, my friend.
Maybe.
Yeah. I'm the complete opposite.
Yeah?
Like, I like to talk to one person. If there's like a group, I get so uncomfortable.
Wow.
Like a group like of a 10.
Right.
Because I don't know how to do it.
Right. No, 10 is great for me. I could talk to, I could be like super outgoing with 10.
Oh my
God. But when there's
God.
one person next to me at the bar, I'm like,
but you know what? Maybe that's what makes you a great comic. Because it's like there's a personable element to you. It's like you're speaking to everybody like a crowd of 300, but each person feels like you're speaking to them.
Maybe, I don't know, but that's really
I was
nice
trying to get really
deep,
but never mind.
No,
I don't know.
really
I was just
nice
thinking, I think maybe that has something to do with it.
Yeah.
You know?
But a lot of the times I wish I could be like you guys because that's like the life of the party and, you know, you get to talk to everybody and everybody's like, oh, he's the guy. He's the bar. You know what I mean? And that's so nice.
Yeah, no, I have a problem even complimenting or showing love to one person.
Yeah.
I have to be like, I love y'all.
You know, you just look at one
I
person,
can't
but
love you. I can't love you, but I can love y'all. You know what I mean?
He can't compliment, but he can do great toasts.
Yeah. No, for real. I be at family events. Mother's Day, I love y'all. Father's Day, I love y'all.
Like you want to say it to your mom, he's like, "Where's everybody else?"
Yeah, exactly.
Get in here.
Nah, for sure. I think there's something to that. There's a what would you call that? There's some
I don't know.
for that.
We need therapy. I think that's what it is, bro.
I use y'all a lot too. I think that's what it is.
Y'all's very safe.
America has a problem. We use y'all a lot. We don't use you. One person can't take accountability. It's y'all problem.
And we can't even say you all. We can't even say that.
No, it's y'all. It's kind of a loophole,
right?
You know what I mean? It's like I don't know what it is.
Let's talk about this gift that you brought us, right? Because this is. So I saw you in the studio before the show, and you're like, "Hey, I brought you guys a gift."
Yeah.
Explain the Nutella, bro. Like, why did you bring that? You bought that because you.
I just because I was like, I could get like a Snickers for everyone. I was gonna bring like 4 Snickers. I didn't know how many people.
Yeah.
Or like a Nutella, because people like Nutella. Yeah. And also is.
That's very kind. That's very Asian of you.
I personally did not grow up on Nutella.
Oh, yeah. Do you not like sweets?
No, it's good. Savory. It's good, but I don't. That was something that wasn't in my household. Did you grow up with that?
No, I came late with that. I came. The Nutella is. You guys call it Nutella, first of all. You guys
I just started after he just said Nutella.
Nutella.
yeah. It's Nutella.
Nutella.
Yeah, it's Nutella.
It's hazelnuts.
It's nuts off of nuts.
Yeah,
right?
Nutella.
Oh.
Yeah. No, but that's very nice. So it's like I do the same thing. Like when I go to a place, the first place,
feel like it's
like you don't want to come empty-handed.
You don't want to come empty-handed.
That's very kind of
really.
You,
yeah. No, you're right. I think I come with things in general. If it's like a yeah. You know what? I think I was always kind of lazy with that. Like if it's a potluck, I'll get like a shitload of stuff from McDonald's.
I'm not gonna lie.
Like I'll bring like chicken nuggets. I won't like bring a really thought out stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or a bottle of wine or something like that.
That's true.
Nutella's a great gift. Now that I think about it, because everyone loves Nutella, man. You know what I mean? I appreciate that. I think I'm going to take that home. He's on a diet. He's on a very strict regimen.
That's nice.
I'm going to take that home.
Not like when I think of a gift like that, I just think that was in your cupboard.
Yeah.
Like I don't think
I thought that was in the back of your car.
That doesn't make me think he stopped by the store for that. That makes me think like, God, what do I have? Nutella. All right, let's take this.
Okay, but the thing is, if I create a story, it's better.
Yeah, but there was no story.
Right, that's like you bringing ketchup to my house. You bring him a bottle of ketchup, you know?
I feel like bringing ketchup is underrated. I think that people, they should normalize bringing ketchup to other people's
As far
house.
as I'm concerned, ketchup is free in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't bought a bottle of ketchup in 25 years. Ketchup is free. That's a free thing. That's like napkins. You know, napkins are pretty much free anywhere, you know?
Oh, my God. That's amazing.
Yeah. No, I mean, okay, but thank you for Nutella. No, I appreciate it. I
don't think you do.
You're
the problem.
Okay.
Well, the problem with this is I don't even make toast. Like I don't cook.
Oh, I didn't know.
Do you cook?
No.
You don't cook at all.
But I do like I'll make eggs.
Yeah.
And then ramen.
Right.
Oh, so you.
But everybody do ramen.
So you're really basic. You don't cook anything really.
No,
Bachelor
my
life.
wife does, which is really nice.
She cooks a storm like.
No, not like basic stuff like kimchi bokkeumbap. or like
what's your what ethnicity is your wife?
Korean.
Oh, you got a Korean wife?
You got a Korean wife? Yo, give it here, bro.
Looks like we just opened up another
what's
15
up.
minutes of podcast right now. So wait, when did you guys meet?
We met 15, 16 years ago in high school. We're high school sweethearts.
Oh, wow. So you met, but at the time, high school is weird because you don't really care about like there's no ethnicity talks thoroughly, right?
Nah, not really.
You just like your hormones. You're like, oh, she's cute, blah, blah.
It's like he's good looking, bang, that's it.
Yeah. When did you think the cultural stuff kind of start taking play? Was there a moment when you guys met each other's parents or something? Or
well, the thing is, like, I always hung out with Korean people.
You did?
Yeah, I always did. Like, since when I went to the military school, I loved it because they beat my ass.
The Koreans
did?
Yeah,
the Koreans did.
Why?
Well, there's just a lot of it's all dudes.
Are
in
Koreans generally known as bullies, you think?
Well, I mean, if the guy's like, you're a good looking guy, you know what I mean? So, Korean dudes will maybe get jealous and beat the shit out of him. That's
but he looks tough, though.
No, now what I will show you pictures.
Nah, he looks kind of tough. He looks like Ronnie Cheng and Simu Liu put together. I'm not gonna lie.
He looks more like he could bully Ronnie and Simu. He looks scarier than them, though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you have a very action hero face.
You know what he looks like? He looks like the sweet boy of the gang. You know, like he's nice too. He's like if a gang was jumping a dude, he'd be like, guys, we shouldn't be doing this. You know, like he looks like that guy. You know,
he comes back to the body, gives him ice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So get out of here, man. Just get out of here. Get out of here. I'm trying to help you. Get out of here. You know that guy.
So how did you switch the dynamic? It went from a
you know the guy.
I know exactly. I used to be that guy.
You would be that guy.
Nah.
That's so nice.
So how did the dynamic change? You got the beat downs and then you became friends, or
because I just feel like I don't know. You kind of got to stick with. I don't know what it was. It I just went more towards Koreans because I just feel like they have a stronger culture, like maybe even more aggressive culture, and,
like more like. What do you mean?
Physical. Prideful and physically.
Okay.
And then they're just more. They stand up for themselves more than like.
You think so?
Taiwanese people.
No, I'm curious. I don't know much about how other cultures do it. I think Koreans do take a strong stance. I've seen it. I just don't. I don't know what to compare it to though. You know?
Even like in movies, I feel like in Koreans there's a lot of in the small nuanced things where people would be very expressive in their face, like do I mean like directly to your face or like.
That's true. I do think of that. You know, what I think of when he just explained that is like a Korean dude getting slapped and him coming back slowly like this. You know, when I think of that move, I think of Koreans.
Yeah,
and then I think of this. When he wipes the blood and he looks at it and he laughs. That's what I think of.
They scoff.
They scoff a little bit, like because they're really vengeful.
There's a little dog.
They're vengeful people,
for sure.
Yeah, so
we love.
They'll get back at you. It might take 20 years, but they will get back at you.
They'll get you.
Yeah. So you started sticking with them, and then like, what was your experience out of that? They took you in.
Yeah, they took me in, and I just like and there are a lot of cultures is. I don't know where is this from. It's just that I know a lot of Korean culture has like respect, like in the hierarchy, in age and stuff. And I don't know. I enjoy that. I enjoy being somebody's like younger brother because I always wanted the older brother. And when they're like, "Hey, you do this thing, but I will look after you," I really appreciate that.
We talk about this too. Like we call them hyung, right?
Yeah,
the Dailo culture.
Yeah. Is that's the same version?
Pretty much. Version.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and there's something nice about that, right? When someone takes you in, and gives you a nuggie, you're like, you're looking up, your hair's messed up. It's like, something nice about it, you know?
Right.
Well, you know. But when like, sometimes because I feel like when that happens when you're so much younger, it feels nice. Yeah, it does feel nice. Yeah. But then sometimes it is weird when like somebody's 1 year older than you and they do that to you and you're like, what's going on here?
Oh yeah, that's a fist fight about it.
I do really hate that. You know what I always loved? Like I've had that same moment where like an older kind of gangster like figure was like my hyung. And I did something really fucked up or something, and he beat the shit out of my ass, and I'm doing the cry like, and he comes over and grabs you and hugs you. Like, you know, I love you, and you're still crying. In his arms, but you feel the most love you've ever felt right there in that hug. You know what I mean?
That's sad, but it's true.
It is. 100%. It's fucked up.
It reminds you of your father.
It's a toxic relationship. That's a toxic relationship right there. That happens, and I guess every toxic relationship. It could be happening a wife and a husband.
Domestic.
Yeah, it's fucked up. It's really fucked up.
It is.
So you rolled around with these Asian dudes. They weren't gangsters though.
No, it was just like army. Yeah, I mean
militant.
And
Did they have any opinion about you dating this Korean girl, or it was just all your part? At that point, you were just accepted.
Oh, that was middle school, high school, but yeah, after that. I always hung out with Koreans, and no, I don't think there was ever a thing that is like, oh, you dating a Korean,
right.
I never really saw that until like if I go over to her family's thing. I feel like every traditional Asian family, they're like, oh, but you're not Korean.
Yeah.
But then they get over.
There's a slight discrimination in the beginning.
Yeah.
With your parents and her in-laws, have you ever heard their opinions about like each other's culture? Like what's your family's opinions about Koreans, and what's her opinions about Taiwanese?
We find out next week he's divorced.
No, I'm curious. I mean, I can be honest about what my parents have thought in the past and stuff.
About the culture, I don't think there was ever like, that is, but. I think it's really generic how my family feels about the Korean culture in general. They just go, oh yeah, they like kimchi, and they go kamsahamnida, and then there's Korean dramas and they love it.
There was nothing about personality traits or
face size or anything like that.
Is that a...
Yeah, we have huge faces.
Only culture with flatter face than us. No. It's just like, I feel like there are things. I've heard racist terms from Koreans towards Chinese, and I'm saying this because
generally.
it's an honest thing that happens in cultures, and it's funny because Ronnie always roasts my balls. He's always like, "You hate Chinese people." I'm like, "No, I don't, bro. What are you talking about?" If anything, I'm like, I speak kind of the truth of what people have that I've heard from each side.
That's what haters say, dude. That's what people hate.
No, I've heard it. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
I don't know. I don't know. I guess there was nothing like that on your end. I guess your family's just perfect.
No.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding. Oh man. Yeah.
It's I'm kidding with a smile that is like, I think he's probably kidding. No, but yeah, there's always like terms like, my uncle hates Koreans.
Yeah.
So that's the thing.
So, what's the thing? What's his thing? Like,
he just never used Samsung. They're like, their shit is garbage.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wait, he's Huawei over Samsung, bro?
Yeah, of course.
He hates Koreans. That's why he doesn't use Samsung. But why does he hate Koreans?
I honestly don't know, because I never cared enough to ask him why he's like, oh, you don't like Koreans, but I don't think he has one Korean friend though, because he's in Taiwan. But I don't know. But my family, let me think. They go, there isn't a thing really that because you know what? Because my family is very I want to say my family, but my dad just cares about. He doesn't care about sports. He doesn't care about race. Actually, a little bit. He's racist against the Mexicans and the blacks.
Damn. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of Asians that I've seen in the past that has expressed that.
Well, there's trauma there,
but it's not hate.
Oh,
it's not. Okay, maybe
I'm trying
a little
to save
bit.
you right
okay,
now.
Thank you.
He's like, no, it's not trauma. It's pure racism.
Thank you, Rick. That's so nice.
I got you, buddy.
So nice.
No, Rick's like, the LA riots, but Jason was like, they weren't around for that.
Yeah.
It's just racist based off of no trauma.
Pigment, that's it.
Off of lack of information and ignorance.
Yeah. No, for sure. No, I get you.
No, it's funny. I think I talk about it a lot because there's also so much racism internally amongst Asians
100%.
that exists so much that people don't even understand.
Yeah.
Because there's so much conversation of black and white.
Yeah.
But there's so much internalized racism within the community all the time.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Recently, I heard that one of my new acquaintances, he is in Taiwan, and he just saying that a Taiwanese person in Taiwan, a lot of Taiwanese people, they would shun them if they don't speak fluent Taiwanese, not Mandarin, but Taiwanese.
Yeah.
But to me, that was so shocking. That's like the own people hating the own people.
Yeah.
Why'd you hate your?
Yeah.
That's common,
that's
bro.
shocking to me.
Yeah.
But like, I thought the internet also 2023. Like, if you don't speak that language, then you're not like you're not Taiwanese. Then I'm not Taiwanese, and you know, like the displacement that you feel.
You see, like the thing is, hate. You can hate anyone. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's gangs a block away from each other, and generations of hate that exist between those two groups.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate somebody that did something to me in first grade.
Still.
No,
you don't hate him.
No, I hate this motherfucker. Okay. I'll tell you what happened.
In like a sentence.
I will tell you.
I'm sure you
just
said
really
it before.
quickly.
Yeah.
I don't think I've even shared. Maybe I've shared it in the past. I don't remember. But I was climbing up a pole. I was a first grader, a monkey gym or whatever, you know, what a monkey bars, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm climbing up this pole, and this kid started shaking it from the bottom. I fell from like a second floor, maybe height, landed here, and I cut my eye. And I still have the scar under the eyebrow.
Which
here.
eye is
I forget.
You see, making this shit up.
No, I'm not making it up. I have it under here somewhere. Right. You'll see it. I'll show you closely later.
Right.
So I go to the hospital, I get it stitched up. And since then, I will never forget this motherfucker. I hated this. He never apologized. This is first grade.
Yeah.
And then I remember 4 or 5 years ago, I go to a karaoke in K-Town, and he's the manager of the spot. And I was like, yo, you shook that pole! And he fucking knew the event.
Oh my god.
He was like, my bad for shaking that pole.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So at first, in those times in the last, 30 plus years that I was kind of, maybe it's just all me.
Yeah.
It's just like, why am I holding this grudge?
Yeah.
But he made me realize that
there was
validity
to it.
There was validity. I should have held this grudge because he knew he shook that fucking pole.
Yeah. Nah, me too. I have an uncle that I don't talk to this day, bro, because we went to a baseball game, and I was young, and I was peeing at a urinal.
Yeah.
And he kicked me while I was peeing. You know when you're like peeing? Yeah. And to this day, like, I hate that motherfucker because he did that, man.
I feel like
that's fucked up.
That
is fucked up.
It's
that's
a very
bullying.
vulnerable place. You know what I mean? It's a very vulnerable situation.
I think he touched your butthole and you couldn't.
Nah, see, yeah.
you didn't want to say that.
Well, when he kicked him, he did touch his butthole a little bit. I mean, I remember everybody who snatched a beanie off my head. Any hat or whatever, anybody who snatched it off. Yeah. I have a list just for beanie snatches, bro.
We have a Steve Buscemi list.
Bro, you know how nothing feels more disrespectful than that shit.
My god.
It's like you smoking a cigarette and someone just snatches it off your mouth.
Bro, yeah.
But I have a list just for beanie snatches. Oh my god, that drives me crazy, dude. I mean, it's disrespectful as fuck.
Yeah.
That's a very disrespectful thing to do.
That's because I have glasses, and I feel the same way about glasses. If somebody slaps you and your glasses fly off,
oh my god,
that is like, what am I doing?
That is a cartoony reaction to a slap. That's embarrassing, bro.
Yeah.
And then you have to do one of these.
That's my fear. Yeah.
That's
you go on the ground. You
can't be Millhouse. The Millhouse. If they got you doing the Millhouse,
oh my god,
that's like coming the next day to school with a bandage wrapped around your head, like, and a thermometer hanging out of your mouth, like, I got beat up. Oh my god,
yeah, man,
that's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
So the truth is, we could hate anyone. All right.
Yeah,
that's the truth.
I'm just saying, it's just exists. It's not just race. It's not just racial lines.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah. Do you think a racist like Ku Klux Klan member hates a black person more than he hates the guy who slapped the glasses off of his face and he has to do this? Who do you think he hates more? The innocent black person who's just innocent bystander?
Yeah.
Or the white dude who slapped the glass off his face and he's doing this? What do you think?
He like spun the hood around.
Yeah. He snatches the hood off his head,
reveals identity and all that.
Who do you think? Who do you?
Damn.
I think the snatcher.
I think
the snatcher. Yeah. I honestly think the snatcher. Just to give you a heads up. Yeah. I don't know.
The action is more hateable than the innate hatred you have.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my god. Yeah. I think it'll change his mind if the black dude picked up his hoodie and just gave it to him. Like, it would just fuck his whole world up. It would just fuck his whole world up.
Oh my god.
It would just fuck his world up.
Damn.
Okay.
Man.
All right.
So I try to attempt to switch the subject.
All right, no, go ahead. Go.
No, it's all good. No, it's all good.
Yeah,
No, that's really nice.
Yeah.
I just, yeah.
Do you eat Taiwanese food still?
Oh, it's rare because there isn't like a really good Taiwanese.
I was just about to ask that.
Spot. Yeah,
I didn't know if there was any
like
spots.
Is there not?
I know there's Cane. What is it?
Well, you don't know, bro.
Raising Canes?
I don't know. No, that's a chick.
No, but what? Cane? What's Cane?
I forgot the thing.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of it. But yeah. But I eat a lot of Korean food. I love BCD. And my father-in-law, he taught me to eat the mackerel.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's like, and the kejang, which is the raw crab.
Nice.
Ooh.
I like that.
Do you think that your wife has the cultural dominance in the relationship?
Yeah. But I like it though.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
She also studied abroad to Taiwan, so she really immersed herself in the Taiwanese culture.
You found a nice one that works
awesome.
for.
I couldn't
everything.
believe she went back to like just to the exchange student to do that.
That's beautiful,
and
man.
that's really nice. Yeah.
Was
That's
that in part for your
You?
marriage or you?
Oh no.
Oh okay.
It's in a
It's like,
contract.
I gotta go to my partner's motherland, and then no, I don't, yeah.
It's like a prerequisite or something.
Yeah. I was like, if you want to be with me, then you got.
I got you.
No, but yeah, that's really nice. Idea of Korean.
High school sweethearts is it's an amazing thing, man.
Yeah.
I just can't even imagine that.
Yeah.
Sometimes we talk about this, like the grass is always. Sometimes we talked about this before. Like, I'm like, oh man, like I would, because we've been together a long time. Like I would want to sleep with other women.
Yeah.
But then I feel like
You guys are
the
open.
grass is always
You guys are open about these conversations or no? You're like, no. This is just for the pod.
Yeah. No. We do talk about that when we feel that way, and which we did, and we went to couples therapy for it.
Yeah.
But,
I feel like people
grass
should
is
be
always
open.
green.
Yeah, people should be open about that. How was your couples therapy experience?
It was really good. They gave us tools, and then it teaches us both to communicate better with each other. It really did help.
Do you feel competitive in couples therapy?
No.
No, yeah. I guess
I'm
that's toxic if you feel like, yes, he agrees with me, you know, like.
Oh, yeah.
You bring a scoreboard?
Yeah.
yeah.
Sometimes I'm really boring. I don't know. Like sometimes, like even when you guys are doing the riffs, like sometimes I'm like, this is so fun that they're doing this because it's just having a good time. But you have to remember, I'm a little bit autistic. So sometimes I'm like, oh, I just want to answer this question. Not that I want to. My brain is just like, oh, I'm just trying to answer. But sometimes I don't have the funny, and sometimes I feel incompetent as a comic.
No, but I think you break that
I mean?
in your comedy. It's there's so much layers to how you break down a thought. Don't you think? Like,
but I just want to be fun sometimes too, and sometimes it doesn't come. That's why I want to be a 10-person fun guy. I don't want a 1-person guy.
Do you think you're a fun guy?
Nobody gives a fuck about that 1 person. Nobody is inviting that one guy. Hey, should we invite Jason that talks to 1 person at a time?
All right, scale of 1 through 10. How fun do you think you are?
5. So I'm a neutral. Like they're like, hey, was Jason there last night? Some people will be like, oh yeah, I think I saw him.
But you know, honestly though, I don't consider myself to be a fun guy in social events. Like I consider myself to be a fun guy in a setting like this and funny.
Yeah.
But I don't consider myself to be the fun guy at like parties. And you know this. I'm not. No, I'm really not. I'm really not.
Which guy are you?
I'm a little bit more introverted. I tend to be a little cold.
Oh,
yeah.
Like people look at like, does dumb like me?
Yeah.
You know, like
Is
people
he
think
mad
that.
at me?
Yeah, is he mad at me?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
think that about me sometimes. Like I don't know what it is.
But you still talk to people.
I do get annoyed pretty easily.
Oh, yeah.
I get annoyed really fast at social events.
Oh, okay.
So I could all of a sudden start looking like standoffish or thinking I'm too cool for school. It's not the case, but I am a little annoyed.
And now he's completely sober, so like he's seeing everything in 20/20 clarity.
But
right
I've
now.
been having a little more fun. At first, it was awkward when I was sober and I was like not drinking and everyone's drunk and having fun. I felt awkward. I had to get out of there.
Yeah.
Now I kind of participate more, like in karaoke. I'll actually sing more at karaoke.
Oh wow.
Like before, I didn't really.
What if that's at an event that doesn't have an activity like karaoke or food? It's just like at a like the hors d'oeuvres things.
Oh,
I
he's
guess-
out in like 15.
Yeah, it's hard. Because I guess the only thing you can do is like talk with other people.
Right.
But other people are pretty drunk at that point.
Yeah.
They're on drugs or something. And
Yeah.
you're you're not on the same wavelength a little bit.
What about what type of guy are you in the parties?
I like to be, if I'm going to be fun, I like to be the center of attention.
You've gotten you've gotten a lot more fun and aggressive.
More performative. I'm a little more performative like that. Like I love hosting people. I love throwing my party. Do you know what I mean? But when I go to somewhere else, like I'm not really good at the whole small talk situation. You know, because I'm just not good at playing along with it. You know, I'll like nod, laugh, but I like having more quieter environments where I could like really talk to you. Do you know what I mean? Or like the whole crowd. But yeah, I love hosting though. I love making sure everyone else is having fun. So or they're well fed.
Oh, that's really nice.
Everyone nuts. You know what I mean? Yeah,
everyone nuts.
I just you know what it is. I think what happens is, in any scenario or friend group or community, you keep running into the same people over and over again. So every party starts becoming kind of the same party. Don't you agree? Like, how many like AAPI things have you gone this month where you've run into the same group of people?
None.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding. No, but I'm maybe in the stand-up world, like you see. But then sometimes you do a thing that is like going to your event. That was different, you know, and that was uncomfortable.
Right. Do you like meeting new people?
I do, but like 1 or 2 at a time.
Yeah. True. That's a good point.
Not like 10, because then it's too much.
Yeah, it is, man.
Jason, I had a blast with you, bro.
Yeah, Jason was great, man.
You're hilarious, man.
Yo, Jason, I think I see big things for you, man.
Yeah.
I really do. I really enjoy your stand-up so much, man.
I'm sorry, I just want to take I want to say
no, it's really refreshing to see a successful autistic comedian.
No, for sure.
It's like something about that is very it's inspiring, you know what I mean?
Anybody could do it. That's what I'm saying.
Chase your dreams. Part of your genius maybe might come from the condition.
For sure.
You know what I mean? It's like
Rick Glassman is hilarious, bro.
Rain Man.
You know what I mean? Oh,
you know what I mean? Dustin Hoffman and Rain Man was killing it in the casinos.
I'm really grateful to be here, seriously. Yeah, because not a lot of people like I you know how Ronnie Chang, he gives a lot of opportunity to everybody, like high or low, he try to help. But I always, because you know that thing where I really always want a brother, that thing, and within stand-up I was always wishing for that, and but
has Ronnie taken you on kind of like a mentor, mentee?
He takes everybody. So
I've noticed that Ronnie's great. Ronnie is kind of anchoring in a whole new generation of Asian comedians. Like everyone opening up from on his big shows are like the next wave of Asian comedians.
Ronnie's the fucking man.
Shout out Ronnie, man. Ronnie always gives me shit like I'm Australian or something. But no, I shout out Ronnie Chang.
Yeah. But I want to say that I never got to have people to like, you know, obviously everybody helps you at all the levels, help each other at the level. But nobody, not a lot of people would do this and put me on like that. So I'm really grateful. Thank you guys for having me.
You are a great guest, man. And people love you, man. I looked at all the YouTube comments. Everyone believes you're the next
Not everybody,
wave.
but it's okay.
Really? Well, what's a negative comment you've heard?
No, everybody. What do you mean? There's so many people that's like he's not funny all the time. But it's okay.
They said that. Really?
Yeah, of course. What do you mean?
Okay. What not other shit? Is there anything that has nothing to do with your comedy they roasted you for?
Well, I only care about that thing.
Right.
Yeah,
I only care.
So you
whatever
don't
you
care
say,
if
whatever.
they say something about like your fucking nose or something. They don't give.
No, I don't give a fuck. I know
you have
my
a nice nose though.
And my eyes is a little far apart. I have a triangle ahead. I don't have hair.
No, someone over here was like, I said you were autistic, and they were like, he's hot-tistic. No, someone said that in the chat.
Okay, I don't know if I should be happy about that. I don't want to be autistic.
Oh my god.
Yeah. No, but check out Jason Cheny, y'all. He's all over social media right now. All his clips are going viral. You're on tour as well, right?
Yes, sir. Please come see my comedy. I really would love people to come see my stand-up. And I'm really grateful for everybody who comes. And thank you.
Sir.
I've been a fan of the pod. Thank you for having me.
Yo, let's continue the friendship off the camera too. You know what I mean? Just like off the pod. want to get to know you. You seem so interesting. I still have so many questions about you, bro. You know what I mean?
So nice, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah. Okay. All right. He's like, let's continue the friendship. All right. Yeah, no, I wasn't sus at all. JasonCheny.com. You can check out all the tour dates. Tune in next week for another episode of Fun with Dumb. Peace.